you hear the music picking up with each dodge or each attack? It's time for a gamer to start gaming. This game just looks so extraordinary, it blows my mind. Little fox baby, don't worry, I won't hurt you. It's probably what every human has ever said to you, because you feel betrayed by everyone around you. For a moment, I was gonna say same, and I'm like, you know what? Let's not start the evening off like that. Not same, okay? This all looks so familiar to me, where I used to grow up. It's nice. Oh, I heard this faint noise, and it's just that dangling in the air. And I thought maybe I was hearing things, or perhaps I was on drugs. Yeah, Twaff, I just figured, you know, it's not good energy to start off like that, you know what I mean? I wonder if I can make it over there. Oh, I definitely can. The game is actually reassuring me that I can make it over there. It looks really inviting. Like, yeah, go ahead, dog. Give it a try. Yeah, dude, sure you can make it. Wait, can I make it backwards and I just didn't look hard enough? I can't go back that way anyway, can I? No, I'd die. That was a commitment jump. I wasn't committed. Oof. Limp Biscuit, break stuff, love it. Love it. If you all would do me a favor and tag yourself right now.
All right, time to get to work.
I am the warning flash flood sign right there. The little drowning figure right there. That's me. I'm tagging myself as that object. Now go ahead, tag yourselves. It's a Kodak moment. And the nasty old tire. Do you think you would still be that tire if you weren't nasty and old? Wait, would you be willing to be just a tire? Or are you always meant to be nasty and old? I guess instead of ODB, you're like NOT? You feel me? Sorry, Crouton. I love how adorable Crouton. Look at those little steps. Urgh. I feel like if I was a normal tire, I'd still be nasty and old. Okay, you're like a junkyard tire. Maybe you're a junkyard tire that still has some juice left, but no one's actually taking the opportunity to pick you up and give you a try. They're going for those new Goodyear style tires. Unaware of the greatness you still possess. Oh, don't cry, dude. It's okay. Like, if I needed a tire, I would choose you, like in a heartbeat. No consultation needed. Just like pointing and saying, give me that dude. That dude being you. The tire. Thank you. Yeah. Upgrade possibilities. Let's do that. Thanks. Double dodge is going to be key, so give me that too. Let's use these two new abilities before I like to use them. You know, my thing is when I have a lot of points to buy up abilities, I don't like to unlock all of them right away because I don't like adding 7 new moves to my repertoire and then having to get the muscle memory down or memorizing those 7 new moves. I'd rather learn the first 2, get used to them, and then unlock the other ones. You know what I mean? Like, are any of you built differently where you can just go ahead and unlock 8 different moves? And if you did, would you even use all of them? Or are you just gonna like, speed run it? Like, I'm just gonna open all these up, I don't care. Kimmy, are you petting yourself? Because you are a little kitty cat. You're part of the kitty cat club now, so.
Y'all are in my way.
Don't do it. Relax. I was trying to get the AoE damage bonus like I got right here. Nice.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Wowie, wow, wow. So all I have to do is just call you a meower, and then you said, okay, you know what? You speak in my language. I would like to rejoin the classroom. And so be it. Kimi, welcome back to the classroom. For 6 months, meower. Welcome back to the classroom. Feel free to grab a cold one from Alex or Twafo. They're both trustworthy. And typically they pick out some really good drinks. I think Twafo might have a Arizona or a Yoo-hoo. I don't know what Alex has. Thank you for joining us, though. Oh, Yarito. Yarito.
Nice fishing spot. Real peaceful out here when Hanks ain't trying to get me.
A lime one, though? What are you going to pair it with? Are you just drinking a lime one just raw? Or is there something else that you're drinking that inspired you to get lime, or what? What's the backstory? Various colas in case the vibes aren't right for some alcohol. That is so thoughtful. And unsurprising.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
You're a hashtag good guy, Alex. I was getting tacos and thought, why not spend $4 for a soda? And any regrets? Were you feeling good about that decision still? I don't think you should have regrets. First off, it's unprofessional. Second off, I think it's a very good idea. By the way, I stole that line from Quantum of Solace in James Bond. In the movie, when M asked Bond, any regrets? No. You? And she says, of course not. That would be unprofessional. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to steal that. And that way, when I say it, I'm going to sound so cool. Which begs the question, did I sound cool just now? If y'all say no, I'm gonna be so cross. More embarrassed than cross. Haha, you did sound so cool. Oh, thank God. I know individuals say you shouldn't care what other people think about you, but I was afraid for a moment you would think I was not cool, and I didn't care. I high key cared. Looks like an area you would go if you trying to die. That was a late reaction. Where are you leading me? Oh, over there. Gaming. I love whenever a game has an optional path like that that challenges you to get through. We were just talking about the other night when H-Word Nixie Puff was here. We discussed one of the most coveted areas in all of Final Fantasy history, in FF15, Pitios Ruins, which if you haven't done it, you should. Wait, no, not cool?
Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you?
You don't mean that.
Is that? No way.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money.
Kinda lame,
I
honestly.
never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
I just want you to know, Mads, this won't affect our friendship.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
Yeah, Bunny's been trifling since chapter 1, honestly.
Damn it! The road's washed out.
It's times like this where I kind of wish I had smell-o-vision, because I want to smell this area. Oof.
Huh? Did the storm crash the boat?
Can I go over there, you think? Unlikely. Like, I really thought about it. I was like, ooh, you know what? If I jump and then glide, I can come up just shy of where I need to go. Yeah, the glide doesn't go down a trajectory that allows me to go over there. That's unfortunate. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Mance. If they are lying to you, it's probably because they wish they had the ability to say James Bond quotes like you do. Abel, here's that list we were talking about. Someone's got to do something about them burrowers. They've been running more boats around with their scurrying than usual. Iron nails, important. Iron sheet metal, important. Permanent marker. Hammer, iron, not steel. Nearly caught one. Snatched my tools right off my belt. Kratos.
Iron. Right. Maybe I should get myself an iron trinket.
I ran into a thing recently. I think you'd appreciate this, Mads. Where I kept buying permanent markers and then not finding them. I feel like it happens with a lot of people, with especially writing utensils, right? I look and I look and I look and I say, what happened to my permanent marker? I thought I had one here. And then go out and buy a new one, then go out and buy a new one. And then finally I had enough. And I bought a large pack of permanent markers, like 20. And of course, now that I've bought them in bulk, you know how many I have remaining? Like 18.
Can't see a stigma knot. It's gotta be here somewhere.
Like 18. What I'm trying to say is, if any of you need to borrow a permanent marker, like the homie in the note just now, I got you covered. Just go ahead and ask your boy. I'll hook you up. However, I don't know if any of you need a permanent marker for anything. He's so funny that blocked my pathway and I didn't get by. Rougarou? Whoa, what is this? I was trying to remember if I had any fight moves, but I don't. They're like fire ants. And oh my gosh. Woof. Woof. That was harder than I thought it would be. For 5 points of upgrade? After what I went through? Are you serious? Y'all believe this? I can upgrade one of these. What do I want it to be? Increases damage with crouton control. tethered strand after a strand pull. It inflicts weave on impacted enemies for a short time. Damage weave enemies with rendering step, amplify attack, and heals you slightly. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'll take healing. As long as they're weaved. If they're weaved, then I can actually use any of my cool moves to get back. So, rending step, amplified rend, or aerial rend. Okay, cool. This is me faking like I memorized all that. I'm pretty sure I did, though. So I gotta weave somebody and then do this move. Or this move. Or this move. None of which I can do right now. Sorry, Crouton, I did not mean to cast you, to be honest. For a brief moment, I did forget where I was going, so kind of embarrassing. Got a rock. You know what I said I was going to do and I haven't done yet? Rewatch Andor. And I want to be upset because I want to watch season 2 of Andor. So obviously I feel like I'm slacking behind. But at the same time, I feel like by the time I rewatch Andor season 1, season 2 will be fully available.
Place gives me the creep.
Which, you know what, honestly, I'm kind of okay with. It'll make it so much easier to just kind of hop in and watch the entire series without waiting. I mean, y'all watching anything cool these days? Or are y'all feeling like anti-TV right now? Which if you are, good on you. What's this new area I just discovered? Does it go in order? If it goes in order, it had to be Bunny's cottage. Yeah. So this is Bunny's second home in the hills. For some reason, Catfish believes that Hazel will find information pertaining to Hug and Molly and her mother in these walls. I mean, Catfish didn't tell no lies as far as we know, right? I've never been lied to by a catfish, but I don't think a catfish would start lying to me now. Then again, you know what? I never really call into question that kind of thing. Like, I just met this catfish. It said, help me. I've been kidnapped by this thing. Set me free. Like, usually when something's captured, you're looking to ask the question, how'd you get there in the first place, right? We set catfish free and we assume he's on our side. For how long, though? I don't have trust issues. You have trust issues. You're watching this on VOD. No one asked me if I had trust issues. That was totally me. Later, Crouton. Good luck. On God? Look at them playing in there. They're so cute. I love how even in here they kind of stop when you show up. Whoa, that's violent. Is that a little... I'm taking a screenshot. Hold on. It's gonna be a good screenshot. Ooh, that was actually really close. I'm dead in one hit. Luckily, I was raised in gaming, molded by gaming. Oh my gosh, did you see that? That was so dangerous. Oh my gosh. And when it came at a perfect time too, right after I was like running my mouth, like
This is the 10.
I would have had no business surviving that. Streamer runs his mouth. Streamer runs into trouble. Streamer pays the ultimate price. Everyone looks around, rolls their eyes, and says, "Yeah, that tracks." That's just Adrian yapping, and Adrian paying for the price for yapping. I would own that. I think I would own that. That's on me. That'd be on me. Never so understands. Sometimes when you stream, you speak at the wrong time, you say something. You say to yourself, I hope that doesn't affect me. You assure yourself it won't affect you. Next thing you know, it affects you. And you're sitting there forced to deal with the consequences of your own words. Hello, Libby. Shining star, what it is. Raid me right into an ad break. That's weird, because I don't have pre-rolls on.
Looks like a lot happened at this old place. Time to fill up my bottle.
Where's my ad break alert? Isn't it active? Let me know when the ads are going to start. Don't see. Anyway, never saw. I hope you had a good stream. Hope it made you happy. Everyone coming over from the stream, hello, welcome to OK Per View. I'm Okaydrian. It's true, I'm Okaydrian. I'm part of OK Per View. It's me. I am it. Welcome. It's much better. Sometimes my mouth goes in autopilot and gets me in trouble. That, you know what's weird is that's not surprising. That's not behavior that I wouldn't expect from you. That sounds about right. Even more unsurprising would be you laughing it off like, that's just me. Whoops. Whoops.
That's not a good sign.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Ah, never soul. Welcome back for 10 months. One great day 21 of 30 of the subathon is in the books. Yo, subathon. Congratulations. Are you doing an timer-based subathon kind of thing, or what? Is there someone at the door? It's weird. Ooh, what a fancy little place. Yo, I'm taking a screenshot of this. What's up, Bake Maker? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's Gorilla? This is a really big yard, and I get to explore all of it. This is how streamers get lost in games. A bottle tree. Yo, Bunny's been going through it. Uh-oh, is your past catching up with you? I was hoping I would find one over here for wandering around. That's 30 minutes. That's your minimum of 2 hours each day. Nice, 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 nice. Still have 18,000 o'clock. You know what it is. You know what you signed up for, bro. That's how it goes. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Okaydrian. I am a 10-year Twitch partner. I'm also a Twitch ambassador. Also a game dev, interviewer, host. I was on GameStop TV for 2.5 years. I do production as well. Myriad of things that I've collected into my talent pool. And I like playing video games a great deal, just like I'm assuming many of you do. So welcome to the stream. Hope you find a level of enjoyment here.
Here they come.
Ooh, that was most tough. Nice. There you are. I can't time that at all. I get scared. No way! I dodged. I need the health, I need the health, I need the health, I need the health. Ooh. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, I dodged it. I'm not a phony, I actually dodged it. Oh my gosh. How am I liking South at Midnight? It's everything I could ask for in a video game, dude. Southern Gothic folklore. Based in the bayou, telling a black story. This game means a lot to me. Community manager is someone who really knows what they're doing. It's the exact kind of game that belongs in 2025.
When his sister got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh no. Did Mama know about this?
And these stories are so sad, man. You loving the stop animation style? Stop animation style is really good. It's a very unique and very aggressive style choice too. To go the route of keeping everything else in the game at a high FPS.
No wonder I never knew about Cherie.
But at the same time, like keeping the entire game at a high FPS, but making the characters and the characters surrounding Hazel operate in stop motion. It can be a bit confusing if you're not ready for it, but it's wonderful, I think, to experience. So in your list to check out, how many games in your list to check out do you have? Sherry is Bunny's daughter and her second-born child, who died in a tragic accident caused by her brother, Trey. It was no secret that she was Bunny's favorite child. So sad, man. Too many?
I didn't know Dad had a sister.
That's how you get cooked. Gotta be better. Just started Doom Dark Ages tonight. What was the last game that you beat on stream? Not last game you beat. I don't care about that. What's the last game you beat on stream? We fighting? Off rip? Nice. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't gotcha. The corpse is gone. Let me know what you're doing. Get over here. Oh, good cook. Good job, chef. Ooh, kidnapped. Annie up. Got a twofer.
Now for another painful memory.
It's a tough one. Develop a bad habit of starting a ton of games and not finishing them. That's actually why I brought it up, because that's a habit that I'm trying to break. I find myself playing a lot of games and I experience them, but I don't complete them. So this year has been the year of completion. This is the year that I complete games.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad. Kids make mistakes sometimes.
Oh, I went out of order. That's a really sad story, Jesus. So the dad would get in trouble for getting her dress dirty, even when it wasn't his fault and it was Bunny's fault. To alleviate that, the next time that the dress was dirty, he took it upon himself to try to wash the dress on the smaller sister, but she ended up drowning. Dark tales. Twaffle, what game would you play in this gazebo?
Dream spot for a tea party. Kid Hazel would have loved an invite.
I mean, the last game I beat was Rebirth, and that was the last year. That's why I don't buy into the whole ideology of there's nothing to play. Rather, I think sometimes I wonder if there's so many factors at play, right? There's the idea of not wanting to miss out on the game while it's still hot, so you can be part of the culture of people who are playing it at the time of release. You have people to discuss the game with, or stream it while it's still hot, if that's the thing that you care about. There's the ideology of experiencing the game and playing it and saying you're a part of the experience. There's the build up to playing aforementioned game. Sometimes I wonder if these games that are really, really good, and a lot of these games are really good, maybe we find ourselves abandoning those games for the new hotness because we kind of unlearned what it was like to actually just play a game and enjoy it. Because it could be one of two things. It could be the games themselves are not as engrossing as we think they are. 5 new release games comes out, I play each new release game back to back to back. None of them, they're all great, but none of them are actually good enough for me to want to keep playing them at the time because I want to move on to the next thing. That's by the nature of my feeling on the game, right? Or there's the very real idea, I would say,
Mrs. Pearl swears by
of
rallies.
maybe that we've gotten this mindset, grindset of playing so many games, we've forgotten what it's like to actually sit down and enjoy a game. We've forgotten the ability to actually just play one game all the way through it and allowing our mind to accept that we're playing this one game and to enjoy that one game. Regardless of what game is out otherwise. Alright, enjoy it. What's that face for, Waffle? Dearest Trudy, the illustrious journalist assigned to Garden Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in the Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil, the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scum off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kindness regards, Mrs. Flood.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
I mean, look, if meat is made a certain way, then you gotta make it a certain way. I mean, you can't just print out an article that tells you how to make meat incorrectly, and everybody takes your formula and says, wait, I made the meat the way it was printed. It's cheeks. Do I agree with the publication? Ooh, cool spin set. I generally finish the games I play because if I switch to something else, I won't end up going back. So you think, is that a consequence of you and the style you play games, or is it a consequence of the games not being good enough? You have a completionist mindset, like I just have to beat the game because that's just what I do. I beat games. Even the ones where it's not like you kind of don't want to, it's just like I'm playing it, whatever. That's how I play games. Hearing a lot of talk is all. I don't know about it is all. Oh no, 12, are you intimidated by a lot of talk? Can be. I've seen you in Tina's stream. It's weird for me, I'll be playing a game and in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go play the other game now too, then I'll switch games and read. Oh, and not what I thought happened. Okay, we'll take that. I'll take this. I thought I made you my friend, but I guess not. Gotcha. Good combo, Adrian. Okay. They're fighting. Ooh. Oh, I could do my move. Unfortunate. I'm just being a jerk. I meant like I checked the backlog list for this game and the France one and didn't see them on there, so it just kind of sounded funny to me. Oh, the backlog list for This Is South at Midnight? To be fair, at the start of my backlog, well, my unfinished game announcement at the start of the year, I said that this will last as long until the release of a few games that I played on Steam Next Fest, which is Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, South of Midnight because my friend is making it, and Death Stranding 2, and Skate Story. Those are the only 4 games that get a pass on the unfinished backlog list.
Parents always have a favorite, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
I definitely played these out of order. Whoops.
She wasn't watching her either.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed I did because it was a sponsorship stream. But you're right. I think if you notice too, top on that backlog list, I did erase quite a few of them because I thought about what games, because there's a difference between games I have on my unfinished list and games that I have on my unfinished list that I actually want to stream. And I thought about that. Originally, my unfinished game list had another 11 games on it, but a lot of those games are kind of for me to play offline. I don't need to stream them. And so what I did is I narrowed it down to like the 5 that I feel like people are most waiting for.
Jesus!
And the 5 that are remaining are all ones that I know people are waiting for because we've spoken about them at large. And those games are, and I can name each person specifically who I know is looking forward to it. Number 1 is Control, which Nowhere Mash has been waiting desperately for, right? So I know he wants to see that happen. But before Control, there's Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I know like Venom has been waiting for, so that's 2. Your game is on there as well. Cyberpunk. I know you've been waiting for that for quite some time. XCOM 2, which Nixie Puff has been waiting on. And finally, Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So those are the 5 games I'm focusing on actually completing on stream. The other ones I'll just finish on my own time offline. If I happen to stream them at some point, I will, but those are my 5 focus games for the rest of the week. And the order is Miles Morales, Control, XCOM, Cyberpunk, Yakuza. Baldur's Gate 3 had me in a chokehold for a minute, but I ran out of gas by Act 3. It's a lot of video game. It's a lot of content to ask
kid
for.
she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
She did bury every kid she brought in this world. I played Baldur's Gate 3, and I haven't had a lot of experience with games like that. CRPGs. I mean, I think Pillars was the first one that I played in a really long time, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I played Pillars 1 and 2 back to back. And I didn't get a chance to play Divinity Original Sin until after I had played Baldur's Gate. I never played Fallout 1 and 2. This is all to say that when I first started playing Baldur's Gate 3, I was hooked. But I also recognized when I was playing the game and people told me I wasn't even scratching the surface of Act 1, not even the full game, not scratching the surface of Act 1, I knew that I couldn't keep playing this because my playstyle will make this game last 400 hours on stream. And I have to be playing nothing else except for that, so...
Hello? Is anyone home? I guess no one's here.
Dear Mrs. Flood, some stories depict the Rougarou as a scorned female lycanthropes who prey on children and devour ex-lovers. Others claim the Rougarou emerged on St. John's Eve to dance at the Baugula Ball, on the banks of the Bayou Gula with their brethren. My research suggests that Rougarou are born from the bodies of those who have experienced immense tragedy. Anyone might one become one. Additionally, their shape-shifting abilities may not be limited to lupine forms. Interviews with Cajun locals suggest the Rougarou may take the form of many different animals, including but not limited to lions, bears, and owls. If you would care to meet for a drink to discuss this physiology, I'll be most excited. Professor A. Balfour, University of Louisiana. People out here turning into werewolves?
Rougarou. Huh.
Thoughtful hum. That's me all the time. Nice view. She started the person for New Game Thursday and was like, I'll get back to this, but we're in the anime zone for now. Fair. I love the whole vibe of this game. I love the whole, not just the vibe, but I also love how much decoration takes place. That's why even though the game is telling me to go this way, I'm easily distracted by all this stuff because these houses right here don't look like the previous houses. Like someone really put their heart in. Look at this wallpaper. Like I can feel my fingers on that wallpaper dragging across it and feeling the as I do it. You know what I mean? Especially when you see the creases and folds like right here. Those creases and those folds right here makes me want to run my fingers across them, and I feel like if I did, I would feel the effect of doing so. And also these curtains. I've seen curtains just like this. Especially in West Virginia. I'm not saying it's a southern thing only. It's just I've seen so much of it down there myself. It's just neat.
Mama was always sorry we couldn't afford piano lessons. Ugh, taxidermy? That's creepy fancy people stuff.
I agree. Keep taxidermy away from me,
Bunny looks so proud of her.
you monsters. This looks like my grandmother's house. It's taking me back. Did your grandmother have the good sofa right here? Actually, there's the good couch and there's the guest couch. This is the guest couch. You can tell because there's no plastic wrapping on it. And that over there, that's the good couch. That's when like you got company. Like you, the little cousin and little grandchild, you guys sit right there. The company sits right there. And they sit right there. Unless they're cold, in which case they sit over here by the fireplace. Yeah, dude, culinary, it's not my favorite thing in the world. I could never get the idea of wanting to prey on another animal, capture what I've accomplished, and then display it for everyone else by stuffing it as a reminder of what I went through. Nah, dog, I'm good. Frankly, I can do without it. Just me. Do without it. It reminds me of, what game did I play last year? Taxidermy. Oh, you know what? It wasn't on stream. It was Dragon Age Inquisition. And you have to go through one of the fancy parties, and then you go to a side room. And in one of those side rooms, they have like a reference to other games in that room. It's someone's hunting lodge, and there's a bunch of taxidermy creatures and monsters from different games related to the company and the franchise. My grandmother absolutely had that exact bad couch. Was it comfy?
Ugh, I don't think I'll ever get the stench of pig off me.
Schwein. I love that instead of letting you wander around the house and just trying to figure out if there's anything here worth looking at, that there are things you can interact with just to add to the story as you progress through. Also, this mirror looks so good.
Grandpa. Don't think he would have liked me much.
Like, what if something killed me and had a taxidermy of me in their house? What if? Also, you know, it's kind of arrogant, culinary, to assume that if someone kills you, that they would display you. You have to make sure you're worth the cause. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm elite game enough to be displayed in somebody's house.
Sunday dinner with animal heads for company? No thanks.
Do any of you think you're elite enough to be displayed in somebody's house? Like an alien race comes down here or the predator shows up, starts murking humans left and right. Do you think you're one of the ones, the trophies they take back?
Bunny's really got a thing for raccoons. Foxes crack me up. Screechy little cat dogs.
They are screechy little cat dogs. Would I display you in my house? I wouldn't display you as taxidermy. I think I'd have a bronze bust of you. And your mouth would open up and have a button inside of it that revealed a panic room. I'd do that. Yeah, I'd do that. And then when I open your mouth to reveal the hidden button, you would say, I completed games. You say it just like that too, like really awkwardly. I completed games. But no, we're not taxidermy. The clock's actually ticking. My face is very animated. I'd say it's a fairly decent chance, if nothing more than for parlor tricks. Ooh. Do you think you make a good ashtray, Squeaky Snake?
I used to look forward to the fair every year as a kid.
I love that I can hear the hum and the buzz of the fridge. This old refrigerator out here doing work. Bro, can I tell you all the coolest thing about this fridge? RN. The fact that it doesn't align. Look at this old broken fridge. With the top freezer drawer and the bottom fridge drawer out of alignment, misaligned if you will. That's so real. Also go along with the wood paneling right here too. That's clearly been devastated by the years and years and years trying to keep this house upright. That's so tough. Dad's been leaning on the door again. Yeah, it opens the freezer door and then opens the fridge door and leans against it because he can't decide what he wants. And they're like, you got that door open? They panic and say no and close the one of them. Yeah. Oven mitts. Oven mitts right above the stove. That's a fire hazard. If you're watching right now, you think that's a good idea. It's not. Don't do that. Ooh, they even have the ceiling fan with the little waffle design in the center. Somebody really did their homework in this video game. You know what I mean? Right now, Matt's is telling all their friends, see, this is how a gamer really plays a game. Someone who pays attention to the details and the hard work that we put into the games. You have a water cooler in your house? Are you serious? In this timeline? That is so bougie.
Wowie, wow.
Mao, have you ever had your own water cooler in your house? In the 1 year that you've been a member of the classroom? It's not that bougie to have a water cooler in your house and what looks to be early adopted Gothic South America? Nah, dog. Not like that. You were never assigned one. You know I'm assigning you? You're a meower, Malbaboa. Welcome back for 1 year. You are finally a B. A grade you can all be proud of. Go ahead and grab a cold one from Alex, if you'd be so kind. Get the Pee Wee Herman tricycle in here. Nice. Or the guy from Saw, Jigsaw. Can't be trusting that well water. I trust it. Or Mal, you can take a cold one from Culinary. It doesn't matter. They're both trustworthy. You played this game? Does this game interest you?
Showing off blood family business partners like trophies.
Whole lot of cold ones. Oh God, that threw me off. Dude, look at this staircase. It's made in a way that the portraits hang like at waist level. That's gross to me. Like, I can't explain it, but this is nasty. I don't want to ascend a staircase where the wall is right there. Can't be above eye level like that. Or down to feet level. Like, this is awkward. I hate it. I hate looking at this. So mad. My cousin just put Expedition 33 in his top 10 of all time, so I have to get going around the summertime before it starts. So I haven't finished it. I'm not even out of Act 1 yet. Well, I'm not quite ready to put it in my top 10 of all time because it's a very aggressive category for you, boy. And I can't judge the game as a whole yet. I will say I would put it in my top 20 RPGs based on the first 10 hours of me playing those RPGs. If that's fair to say. When I think about the role-playing games that I played the first 10 hours of, spectacular start.
Oh, Cherie really was cute as a button.
Chrono Trigger, in your opinion, is easily top 3 for you? Well, you know what? You sound like IGN, where the staff writers just compiled their top 25 role-playing game list. And number 1 on that list overall was Chrono Trigger. Lost Odyssey was number 22. Which at first I'm like, you know what? There have been a lot of good RPGs. Maybe I can't fuss about that. And the rule was they couldn't add multiple numeric values of sequels in games, only one game per franchise. And when I looked at the 21 games that were ahead of Lost Odyssey, games like Persona 5, okay, I'll hold that. Chrono Trigger, I'll hold that. Dragon Quest XI, I'll kind of hold that. I guess. Persona 5, yeah, I'll hold that. Live a Live over Lost Odyssey? Tweaking. A Tales game over Lost Odyssey? Tweaking. Like, that's, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no shot. You're wrong. Suikoden 2? That's a tough one for me. That was in the list above it too. Xeno was above the list too, but I haven't played a lot of Xeno besides the 3DS one, so I can't speak on that. Nah, because Tactics would be part of the numerical franchise of Final Fantasy.
Fit for a princess. Dad never moved past it, did he?
What a view. Oh, I can see another thing over there. Nice.
I bet that tree made for a nice view once.
Is that firewood in here? Oh, no, they're books.
So beautiful. Bet Cherie liked that.
That actually is really pretty. I can't look at that list too long because it reminds me that I haven't played Xenogears, and I really want to play Xenogears. But I can't play Xenogears anyway, not because of my unfinished game catalog list, because respectfully, I have Metaphor ReFantazio, but I haven't started it because I know once I start that game, it's going to be a journey. I might play Metaphor offline. Sorry, Alex. That's not a game that I can stop and listen to everything and everyone and follow along and discuss with all of you the entire time because it'll be agonizing.
There's so much I never got to know about you.
It's a cute little warhog.
Can't believe that's you, Dad. You were both so little.
Sheesh. That is cool how we can explore every part of the house. Don't mind that, that's just me letting it loose.
Definitely Bunny's room. If she's hiding something about Molly, it should be here.
Investigate the cottage.
I bet Bunny's wedding was the talk of the town. She did look pretty, though.
Metaphor is pretty incredible, though. Definitely one of my favorite RPGs. Is there a game that's been too long for you to beat, Culinary? Like, is there a game that you can't beat because it's too long?
She loves a sketchy bookshelf.
Probably a better offline game, to be honest, as long as there's a lot of side content that's equal parts important, yet not the easiest thing to stream. Rebirth. Too long, too boring. That's tough. Dear Mrs. Flood, I feel a great connection growing between us. Should we continue our discussions, the mystical and profound in person? I have a great many sources about the land of dreams and nightmares. Shout out to Meek Mill. Share with you over sweet tea at my Delamonte estate. The dark fog and these reoccurring dreams of your beloved daughter. I dare say I might be the only academic capable of treating your case with the care and respect it so dearly deserves. Ooh. Yours, Professor A. Balfour. Manipulative.
Oh, Bunny. Can't remember when I stopped dreaming about Dad.
Kuro Rest says that hurts. The comment about Rebirth being too long and too boring. Look, dog. As someone who loved playing Remake and loves 7, there's no chance that I would play Rebirth right now before finishing Metaphor, before finishing Persona 3 Reload, which I've been playing both of those, before playing Cyberpunk, before finishing Disco Elysium. Like, Rebirth is not on my radar. I finished 16 before Rebirth. October 15th, 2006. Weavers of the Key, capable of extraordinary feats these so-called scientists I've consulted with believe to be impossible. There are documented correlations between anecdotes of a weaver's presence and lowered crime rates in the surrounding area. Such immense gifts should be accessible to all. Shouldn't we all be capable of righting our own wrongs? I will focus on the restorative element of reweaving next. If the grand tapestry amounts to the very fabric of the universe, then to reweave is to turn back time itself, to patch what has been shredded. What wonders can be gleaned from the hearts of creatures torn asunder by stigma? What miracles can be created?
Restorative, element, grand, tapestry?
Humans should not mess with a couple things right now. One, we should not mess with going into space and doing space travel. Well, I should take that back. Humans should not mess with colonizing space places. Leave the moon alone, leave Mars alone, explore, don't colonize it. Two, don't try to figure out how to operate time or mess with time. Leave that alone. And I think we should keep exploring the ocean for sure. Water pressure being what it is kind of leaves it much to be desired, but yeah. Maybe one day, I dread saying this, maybe one day the world will be like that game that I played, Jusant. But not quite all the way, right? In Jusant, the tides have receded. The water levels are extremely low to the point that they were barren. But maybe like there's an Earth where the water levels go down to the point where what should have been extraordinary water pressure is now equivalent to water pressure we've been able to reach. But it makes me wonder what happens to the creatures that were down there at one point, right? Because the water pressure would change for them too. Rebirth was a stretch. I was very done with the game with the last like 20 hours, but I don't know if I would have. There. Oh, yo, 12, check it out. It's a warrior. This bunny just entered his DPS phase. My man Curious Gorge about to let it rip. I'm gonna take a picture with Curious Gorge. Hold on first.
So many of her with Cherie. So few of her with Dad.
Yeah, bro is lighting up Fell Cleaves right now.
Holy. What kind of person needs a room like this?
Oh my. No one saw him leave.
That's a big ass feather.
Of all things to...
What the hell? Why's Laurent in those pictures?
Owner of the juke joint, Lacey's ex-partner. Nobody could make Lacey laugh like he did, not even Hazel. When he up and left her mom, he was out of the picture for good. Primal Rin feels so good, man. Yes. Interesting. Cool tree.
That's a chunk of Benji. All this research on the walls, too. She was serious.
She really
What is
got...
Bunny up to?
How'd you get a chunk of Benji over here?
Those poor missing kids. Could have been Molly's doing. Hang on, Dad? You went missing too?
It's Ray Flood. So it would seem. Remember all those sigils you saw inside the Benji tree earlier? Yes.
Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns too. Where'd she get all this?
Bonnie, don't tell me you did this. Hey, Red String.
Red yarn. She found out hugging Molly's not just a scary story for kids.
Uh-oh.
You just can't get enough of my hospitality.
I'm sorry. I need to find hugging Molly.
Do you? What would you want with hugging Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You've been keeping secrets. Why didn't you ask before?
I did. And you didn't help.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you?
She is devious.
Strange. Your mother never mentioned it. Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
Oh dear. Why don't we have some tea? Oh, let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a girl like you to be cavorting.
A moment. Go. Had to fix a
At
buffer.
least it's clean.
Now, what do you know about hugging Molly?
I know she takes children and leaves red yarn. And I've heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh, Molly meant for me to find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
You don't think
That Molly took your mother to lure you? Well, I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent from the juke joint?
Friend of yours?
Friend of Mama's.
Curious. Laurent won't talk to me. I seem to have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
I could try.
The garden gate will take you to his place.
Oh,
Do let me know how it goes with Molly.
put your hands on me.
I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
Got on that Kim Mulkey outfit.
Molly took my dad, but Bunny got him back. I can get Mama back.
Music. Oh my goodness.
Can't let Laurent get to me. Gotta find out what he knows.
And at the end of dreams, you breathe. But now the leaving's done, and we still go on.
This is such a pretty game. My God. Whoa. so relaxed right now listening to this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I'm sorry the music got interrupted by me looking in here. I'm so sorry. Let's do that one. Yeah, this music's so good the entire way through the game. Oh my God, that's water. I jumped down there raw and didn't realize till halfway down that. Kimmy, I hope you're not embarrassed by me being the newest meower. I'd love to tell you that things like that normally don't happen, but they most definitely happen here all the time. It's the delicate balance of being a godlike gamer and being completely obtuse to the things that are happening around you at times.
What's that freaking blowfish talking about now?
Talk your talk, catfish.
And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny Flood will fillet you as soon as look at you. Oh, Hazel. Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Mr. None of the Floods, come to the cottage.
Oh, you don't mean. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell?
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Hug and Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure. So what, y'all in cahoots now?
First off, cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own, Grandma.
So now you're a flood. No, I wouldn't have helped if I'd realized.
If I'm a Flood, it's in name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can scheme like a real flood. But you sure it ain't Bunny using you?
I can take care of myself without your help. I do need to get to the juke joint. Kiss your baby.
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you a fancy flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all slimy.
I didn't mean...
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
Hey!
Dang.
Cahoots.
Catfish just like that.
He's worrying about the wrong
Minus
thing.
20 rep points.
Bunny ain't nearly that bad.
Not the Piggly Wiggly.
From thing to thing.
I never got a chance to ask like the earlier part of my family if they ever went to a Piggly Wiggly.
Inside, safe inside.
You know what I mean?
You bring me
That's like super. That's like probably like my
every spring.
grandmother.
Nothing's ever
Maybe a great grandmother.
The tree catfish man. Oh, Bunny.
nothing's ever really lost.
Oh! Gaming.
Our life was smooth.
I love Fish Grandpa. He just wants the best for us.
Is that a baby?
That is indeed a baby. Can I do some game? Ooh, I can do some gaming. Hold on. Gaming. I am back to where I was. I didn't do any gaming. Wait a minute. Run across there, hop up there, hop up there. Probably go across that way, end up over there. Then use that to go over there to go up there and get something. Oh, this is here in case I fall and fail. There's a cave there. Never mind. I was gaming. I did as a kid visiting the South. They're not that old. Really? I was thinking more like the first ones that came out, which were like in the 1920s. Nothing's ever really lost.
Leave these hates to fester here.
Relax. Oh boy, movement. Gotcha. Oh my god, dumb fly. Nice. Gaming.
That's handled. Now back to the road.
Oh, I know shit about that. Good. Do you remember what your experience was like inside of one?
And while I build our empire,
Oh, that was part of the game, I
I tend you and love you as before.
think. And do you remember if you got anything? And if you did, you know what it was that you got.
My little baby
It's a good spot.
girl.
Like any other supermarket until you get to the extremely southern stuff. Now you're talking my language. Okay, that's worth 20. That's actually worth my time. I was gonna say, if maybe do all that and give me like 5 as a reward, then we were gonna have to fight in real life. Luckily, we don't have to. Almost missed that one. Tragic. Hit that wall jump. Oh, I could have. I didn't want to risk it. I was scared. Moon pies. That's dope. I've had them. They're not for me. I'm not big on moon pies. My favorite is the oatmeal cream pie. You know what makes me mad too is like a lot of supermarkets that are down here in Florida, even a few in Ohio, only sell the double-decker oatmeal cream pie. I don't want a double-decker. That's too much sweet, man. The regular oatmeal cream pie is exactly enough needed. It's perfect. I don't need a double-decker one. I don't need all that. Moon pie is cool though. What do all of you like as your Little Debbie or Hostess snack of choice? Like for me, obviously, I say I'm a big fan of oatmeal cream pies. Outside of that, I do enjoy a Swiss cake roll. Not as much the oatmeal cream pie. I think for me, the order goes oatmeal cream pie, Swiss cake roll, and probably a fudge round. And the funny thing is, like, that's just my third place, but it's kind of a, I'm very mercurial about this, but it's a very mediocre third place, you know? It's like if I had to choose a third place. The top two are Swiss cake roll and oatmeal cream pie. Oh, please don't talk about cream pie, Shark. Come on. I've never had a chocolate oatmeal cream pie, unless you're referring to the fudge round, which has no oatmeal. We mean the chocolate moon pie. Banana moon pie? I'm not familiar with the banana moon pie. She could probably Amazon order some. You should do that. Matt, we should have a Little Debbie Day in the classroom. Everyone plan for this like a month from now? We'll have Little Debbie Day? Oh, a Star Crunch. Baba Wobble, you know what's up? I think the Star Crunch is one of the coolest looking ones. I don't like eating them, but I like watching people eat them. Is that weird? Like, I'd watch you eat a Star Crunch. I have fond memories of getting high and going disc golfing with a friend. We always bought a box of those. Colner, you know what's up, because a box is exactly what you need. Can't nobody buy a regular oatmeal cream pie and be like, delicious, I'm satisfied. Nah, bro. If you buy an oatmeal cream pie, you are going all in. You buy a box, because I guarantee once you finish the first one, you're gonna go, that was it? Not the fudge round, it was the oatmeal one with chocolate. I have never seen an oatmeal cream pie with chocolate filling instead of cream filling. I need you to give me evidence, Shark. I need a picture. No tasty cake better, only the Philly cake snacks. You and your Philly pride. You from Philly, we do things different around here. This is how we do in Philly. I say that mockingly, knowing that if I had one, I'd probably be like, ooh, yo, honestly, Philly on top. Play the game.
They say the soul lingers a bit with the body it belonged to. And so it was with Bunny's baby Cherie. Bunny's dream of crafting her daughter into her own likeness, a power spun of unnatural means, was shattered. But she never lost hope she'd bring Cherie back to life someday.
Yikes.
She stole the Benji tree's heart for its magic, to keep her daughter trapped here instead of going where it is baby souls go. I don't think she ever considered what Cherie would have wanted.
Good lord.
Still magic from Benji's tree? She must have been desperate. Wow.
Oh my god, her head is in the tree. Bro, what is
No
this?
wonder Bunny comes up here in secret.
Oh.
Sorry I woke you up, baby Sherry. You hush now. Going back to sleep, okay?
I thought for a second the kid was gonna start crying and it was gonna turn into a Dark Souls 3 fight. Sister Freed. Cute birds.
While searching Bunny's cottage for clues about old Molly, Hazel glimpsed her grandma's past and felt sorry for her. But what Bunny did was unnatural. Sealing her dead daughter's spirit in a tree?
Yeah.
Despite this, Hazel's powers guided Cherie to find solace in the great beyond. Following her lead, Hazel sought Laurent Baptiste, who knew old Molly's whereabouts.
She's hopping now.
But Hazel wasn't keen on seeing him again, given a Maul's history with him.
Chapter 7, a barman is hard to find. That owl's looking pretty menacing.
Better get to the juke joint so I can get back to pretending Laurent doesn't exist.
Hush, hush, sweet Shetty. Okay. Back to gaming. Man, we had a really hostess sidetrack. For anybody who's just joining, for St. Jude, once we hit 3K, because I don't like snowballs and I like coconut snacks, like coconut sweet snacks, I promised for the kids, once we hit 3K for St. Jude, that I would eat a snowball that I'll order from Amazon. Here's the goal right here, where we're at right now. So we're $520 away. So if any of you want to donate to St. Jude and donate $520, then I'll have to order coconuts and eat them. Future stream. That is an ongoing goal too. It's not like this evening only. Unless any of you want to be like my stunt eater, I don't know if any of you unironically like snowballs. Culinary, I think, said. So you could be my stunt eater, my royal eater. So you're telling me, Devontae, in 2019 the Chico stick was no longer orange, and in 2020 Susie Q's got benched? All that taking place right as we went into lockdown? I'm happy I didn't know about those details. I would have been really cooked during lockdown. My mood would have been, like, unrecoverable. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. No, snowballs are garbage. I'm talking something like Solara. I'm surprised there wasn't more members of the, oh my gosh. Say, more members of the Hot Tamale crew. How about this? What's everyone's favorite gum? Don't say Fruit Stripe, please. You can say Big Red. Oh my god, do I miss Big Red? I don't know. Big Red hurt my cheeks sometimes. If I had more
There's
Oh,
the
than one.
old sawmill. Juke joint's nearby.
Nice, this from above. Gum sucks? You don't mean that. That's the kind of thing you say when you're like, you know what, JRPGs are trash. I'll just be the one to say it. Like, there's never been one good JRPG. My gum's trash. Ooh, ooh. So abstract. What a hater. So antagonistic. Orbit spearmint for gum, usually. I dig Orbit. Orbit, I think, has some of the best flavors for gum, for sure. I don't like that Orbit, to me, turns mushy very quickly. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm not recovering from that. I recovered from that. I think Orbit just too quickly is numbed all the way down. But their flavors are really, really good. And I think Orbit is one of the only ADA approved gums. If you look on the back of the package, not a lot of gums are ADA approved, but I think Orbit's is. Mess up a box of, oh, Mike and Ike? Yeah, Mike and Ike's actually, my cousin used to love Mike and Ike's. I feel like I had this one cousin who was like Rusty from the Oceans trilogy and like Han from the Fast and the Furious. Decology? Where every time that dude was speaking, he was always eating. And he was always eating like Mike and Ike's. Every time dude was talking, had a handful of Mike and Ike's eating. Yo, hey. What up, man? What's Mike and Ike's? Yeah. Where'd you get those from? Over there. Ouch bubblegum that look like Band-Aids? Yo, good call. Good memory. Good stuff. I Google that and order that instead. I'll take some double bubble and deal with it. That's the kind of attitude I want to hear. Anything spearmint flavor or classic pink bubblegum. I'm with you in spearmint. Love spearmint. Classic pink bubblegum can kick rocks. Especially that tape gum. The gum that you pull out like measuring tape. That's the chalkiest, worst gum I've had in my entire life. Like, nobody likes that gum, right? Hubba Bubba. Bubble tape. The bubble tape's not great. Bubble tape's not great. Hubba Bubba. I'll mess with that. Remember Zowers? Zowers? Oh, yeah, yeah, the Mykonos hours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Devontae. Han and Fast and the Furious, the Decology. And also the Ocean's Trilogy, Rusty. Both them dudes just be eating. Yeah, Skittles, the trail mix pistachios. Double Take is goated because it's so bad. Bubble tape is a gum you should bring with you if you're tired of people asking for your good gum. Like, hey, what you doing? Chewing gum? Fine. Icebreakers. Can I have one? Yeah, dude. I mean, sure, you could say no, but you're not going to say no. So what you do is you bring bubble tape. So when someone's like, oh, you chewing gum? You got any extra? Yeah, what is it? It's bubble tape. Have as much as you want. They yank and start pulling. No, 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 don't stop. Go ahead. Eat as much as you want, baby. All you, baby. Hit him with the mix-up. By the way, what did I just say that I would Google? Up. I'm so mad that I just forgot what it was. Or I said, ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll Google that. The bubblegum Band-Aids. Yeah. Ouch. That's what it was called. Ouch. Yeah. Man, that's a core memory unlocked. I've been getting more and more of those lately on Instagram. Like, Instagram has finally figured me out. For a long time, Instagram did not know anything about me. Now Instagram has shown me things like Ouch Bubblegum and Ninja Turtles, and cassette tapes, and vinyl records, and retro handhelds, and more vinyls, and more retro handhelds. Some Black History mixed in there. There's some Owl stuff. There's some Ocean stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, Instagram figured me out. And every now and then, really, really nice. And I'm mad. And I'm not mad because I feel like, you know what? I'm with it. Don't sell me anything, but I guess I'll look at everything else. It was good tasting, but not the best gum. Felt like I wasted time unraveling it for like 4 seconds. Yeah. One of my earliest memories is riding to Florida with my parents and my grandparents with a roll of Hubba Bubba bubble tape in the dead of the night with, it's, wait, I'll be missing you. Every single thing, every time you take, I'll be missing you. Seems like Justin about to tone. I rock the tank, you rock the show. I still can't believe. And that song came out quickly. I didn't even trust Diddy when that song came out. Biggie's gone, and like 24 hours later, this mix is out, brother. I feel like I'm a kid again. Bubble Yum, particularly the cotton candy, but bubblegum is great too. Rain, spearmint, yeah, cobalt, peppermint, and whatever the winter sweet mint is for the 5 gum. Extra bubble gum. Yo, Squeaky Snake, you just like gum, it seems like. You just said, ooh, gum. The thing is very specific about the flavor for each one. It's just like, I like all y'all's gums, but only one flavor for each one. You know what's funny is that not a single one of you said double mint. Is double mint cooked? June 13th, 1922. Found this little runt of a boy, Laurent, wandering around covered in blood. Won't hardly talk about what happened, but his mom and pa are dead. He's little but stronger than he looks. He can move crates and keep a lookout for the foes finding the operation.
Laurent, 1922? That can't be right.
Thank you.
He must be a junior.
Thank you for giving money to the kids. Good looking out. Thank you so much, Baba Wabo, for giving $25 to St. Jude for the kids. A container holding water, but not a cup if you want to find me. Look up. What am I? A container holding water, but not a cup if you want to find me. Oh, but not a cup if you want to find me. Look up. What am I? Rain cloud. Container holding water, but not a cup. If you want to find me, look up. What am I? Rain cloud? Wrong? Not wrong. It is not a rain cloud. Why you gotta say it like that? It is not a rain cloud. Container holding water, but not a cup. If you want to find me, look up. Technically, my skull holds water. And cranial fluid. I know, Kimmy. Makes you think, doesn't it? A container holding water, but not a cup. Want to find me? Look up. The answer to the riddle is not your skull, but that did make me giggle. Because I'm right. I shouldn't be punished because I outsmarted your riddle. It's a riddle fallacy. Look up, what am I? Please, you're as blind as a bat. Whoa, big. Beating the chest and everything. Whoa, 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 brother. Oh, you got cooked. Actual service. Whoa. Whoa. This is actually wild to me. Nope. Gotcha. Oh, got me. It's a very loud game.
That was rough.
Hey, classroom, question for you. If you're a container holding water but not a cup, and if you want to find me, look up, what are you? I'm asking for a friend. I know the answer. 4 years later, before the previous note, Laurent crashed one of the dang boats in the shoreline, lost 2 crates of liquor. Masterson was yelling at him, something fierce, and raised his hand to strike Laurent. He scared the ass out of Laurent. His face twisted up something fierce. Talked to Masterson. Gotta take it easy on the boy.
Masterson sounds like an ass.
Agreed.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, use your thinking face, Swappo. A cloud? I said a rain cloud. You said, no, not a rain cloud. Just like that, too. Can I go behind that waterfall? On the ceiling with a super soaker about to get you, like that one dude in the Instagram reel about facility in Goldeneye. Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Boom, doom, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, bam, ba. All I can think of is cup, board, or coconut. Why are you thinking about coconuts? Coconut is the answer? No, that's not fair because look up would imply that any location I want to find this object, I can look up and find it. Coconut only works if I'm in a tropical area. Boo! Boo!
Can you hear this? Boo!
Yeah, please wrap it up.
Well done, Culinary. Great timing. Promoted Laurent to lieutenant this morning. We all had some drink to celebrate. He's a mellow fella. It was nice to see him excited. He had a little too much to drink and got to crying about his folks. Masterson teased him for crying. For a split second, his skin went taut and twisted. Never seen a man move so fast. He hit Masterson so hard he flew partways across the room, broke his leg. Laurent ran off.
Jeez.
All right, Laurent. Good on you. It's all jokes till it stop being jokes, right? Then it ain't jokes any longer. That's so whack. Not a cup kept me thinking about a kitchen. Shout out to Cup of Noodle. I kind of want a cup of Chico sticks. So what I thought about doing is jumping over here and exploring that back area, but I'm afraid I won't be able to get back and I'll break the game. With that being said, all right, QA testers, let's see how good you are really at your job. I break my bones. You think I can access any of that? I bet that's a solid object. I think I'll be just shy, though, of where I want to end up. Oh, yeah. Cup of Pocky? What kind of Pocky would you like? Regular Pocky? You like the cookies and cream John? Like, what kind of Pocky are we talking about? The type of Pocky that you like says a lot about you as a person, just so you know. No pressure.
How do these keep ending up out here? She held on to this?
Hazel took that pic of us just after Laurent had cooked us that 3-course dinner. When he felt safe, he had so much love to give. Wish he had felt safe more often. Sometimes he seemed like he was scared of himself.
I remember that day. I saw what Mama saw in him. But he didn't deserve her. I'm really not looking forward to this conversation.
The strawberry Pocky. Kimmy? Do you know what strawberry Pocky says about a person? They're unnaturally sweet. Like, to the point where you're, saccharine. I guess the best way I can put it. Like Christmas holiday romantic comedy, saccharine. Michael Fassbender and Jude Law and Keira Knightley type beat. Where'd you pick up saying John? Mostly in reference to, in sneaker culture, referring to shoes. But now it's isolated to any object of interest. Just saying, look at them Johns you got on. That's where I picked it up from. Look at them Johns. Friends might say it a lot too. Reference to shoes. Look at them Johns you got on. Got a Pepero assortment from Costco the other day. I don't know what that is. What's Pepero? That explains a lot about Kimi, Squeaky Snake. What do you know that I don't know? Matcha Pocky. I haven't had it. It looks really cool, Emma. I keep walking past it on my way to getting ramen, and one day I'm gonna commit to it. Good. Stealing from Philly once again. SMH. Shut up, Philadelphia. Who cares about y'all? Got a statue outside of a fictional character that you glorify as an actual fighter. January 20th, 1927. Went looking for Laurent. He's been missing for almost a week. Found him bloody and naked in the woods. Like he fought a puma. Started babbling and saying, sorry, please let me stay. I won't do it again. I told him he's got to keep those feelings at bay, even if I think he was justified in lashing out. Assassin is an a-hole. Brought him back to camp.
Sounds like he really cared about him.
I started saying John after watching Creed. Oh, Tech Noir, good news for you. Did you know that Philadelphia is actually looking at installing a Creed statue next to the Rocky statue with a speech bubble of him saying John? FYI, if you're ever in the area. It's a pretzel version of Pocky with an almond and chocolate coating. Ooh, lost me an almond. I like almond as a flavor, but not as a actual thing I can bite into. Didn't I go back to strawberry Pocky even if I try others? Curly Nine Face. You think there's strawberry Pocky and Tower Unite that you can put in your deluxe condo? I had you in the first half. Hashtag just Philly things. Just Philly things. It's a Philly thing. It's kind of like the song Stay Fly. Remember? It's a Tennessee thing. I got to stay fly till I die. It's like that. But instead of singing a really dope song that's an anthem that everyone loves, Tennessee, what's up? It's that instead. It's a Philly thing. Oh, we've reached 25% of our campaign. Let's go, St. Jude. Talk that talk. Anyways, I have gelato ice cream cone and Adrian doesn't, so yeah, true. I do love me some gelato, TBQH. This new place that I found in Florida that has really good bubble tea. Really good milk tea in general. I put the location, well not the location, I put the storefront, my Instagram stories. They have gelato and I haven't tried it yet, but I really want to. It looks so good, so tasty. I ain't had gelato in a minute. I don't like gelato because in a way, like not really like not like gelato, but gelato makes me, it's transformative. In the sense that I start trying things I normally wouldn't try just because gelato makes it seem like it's worth it. Like, do you think I really want to try pistachio Rocky Road ice cream? No. Like pistachio Rocky Road gelato? Honestly, bop, I'll try it. May 17th, 1931. I found Laurent, what, 10 years ago almost? He's shot up like a beanpole, good boy. I swear he's aging slower than the rest of us. Where I find gray hair and new wrinkles every day, he's still got that baby face. He's been learning the business well. I think he could take it over. Oh, so he actually is the same Laurent all these years later. Got it. Yo, Mads. Can I have some gelato, please? I'm sorry. Actually, hey, quick question from the chat. What do y'all prefer? Your gelato slash ice cream in a cone? If you do, like cake cone, waffle cone? Or do you prefer it in a cup? How do you like to consume your desserts? Because like, to me it's troublesome sometimes because I can't navigate around that too much. Like a cup is so convenient, but like a cone is so good. I feel like I don't like racing a cone. That's the problem. But the minute you get a scoop on that cone and they say enjoy, the timer started. Like, you know the doomsday clock? Tick-tock. Keep talking and nobody explodes is that game, but it's ice cream on the cone. Like, the minute it hits your hand, there's already one trickle coming down the side of your finger. And I don't like feeling rushed to consume my ice cream or gelato. You know,
Something's in here.
it's not why I want to have it. Go to Philly. There's a great place there. Okay, cool. In a cup, yes. I'm so happy you specify with a tiny spoon. Yes, a cup with a tiny spoon. Cup, yes. Waffle, a waffle cup. Emma, you actually spitting. Yeah, waffle cup is the correct answer. Well done. Yeah, it's waffle. I'm not trying to do speed runs. You know what I mean? Be sure to leave a few thimbles full of your strongest liquor outside the barrels and crates. Those little drunk buggers will swindle your hard-earned hooch in the middle of the night if you don't. Then they wreak havoc. You gotta give them a peace offering. They like the burn when it goes down, but then again, so do I.
Ugh, these little guys are menaces.
Thank you, Sing Jude. Have y'all ever been brave enough to get 2 scoops in a cone? Because that is extremely chaotic energy. I don't think I could ever manage. Like, I couldn't manage that. That's a lot to ask of a baby, which is what I am. Oh?
Can't let you slow me down.
Got you. Thought. There's a lot happening right now. One. Got you. Huh? Got you. Got you. Got you.
It's around here somewhere.
When I'm having a treat, I like to be present, I like to be focused, and enjoy it with my attention. Just putting my whole palm on someone's face when they try to talk to me, even though I have clearly melting ice cream in them. I feel like I'm trying to think of a time I've ever not finished my ice cream. I don't know if that's ever happened. I feel like there's a level of commitment with ice cream that you can't have with other foods, you know what I mean? Ice cream requires more of you than other foods. Like, TLC that you deliver to ice cream? That's different, man. Yeah, think about that for a minute, Waffle. Alright, Crouton, be careful. Nice job, dude. Keep it up. Gamer. Dippin' Dots.
Stigma's clearing up.
I don't. It's not my first choice. I mean, I like Dippin' Dots as a concept is neat. I can see why it's infectious for some people, but I feel like I'm not getting my bang for my buck. Every time I take 5 bites, I think, how much of this did I really eat? Dippin' Dots feels like the ice cream of the future. Wrong. Like Jetsons type food, where you're like, oh my god, yes, and you get them and go, oh, this is it? This is our future?
Hey,
it's not the future that I wanted. What am I gonna do with this?
The tab's 13.
It's cool. I would rather have Dippin'. You know what's funny? I would rather have Dippin' Dots if it was anything else instead, so it would feel like the future. You know what I mean, Cirilla Cat? So instead of giving me futuristic ice cream by giving me Dippin' Dots, which is just ice cream in smaller portions, give me meatloaf and mashed potatoes as Dippin' Dots. You know what I mean? Give me meatloaf, mashed potato Dippin' Dots. Give me chicken and dumplings. Give me a chicken pot pie Dippin' Dots. All right? Don't give me ice cream Dippin' Dots, because I'm going to feel dissatisfied. You used to serve Dippin' Dots at one of your jobs? Are you anti-Dippin' Dot now because of that? Hello, Wolflink3. Hello, Blue Spyro 921. Shouts to Spyro the Dragon. Hello, Kenny Medicine. Like that. It's a very wrestler name, too. Kenny Medicine. From, like, Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh no, man, seriously, I've been craving Dippin' Dots for weeks. Not flavor-wise, I just miss the texture. I helped myself to many a sneaky cupful. You know what? You probably deserve it. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Welcome on in to OK Review. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying is like, we have an opportunity here to not give ourselves Dippin' Dots, but Dippin' Dot everything else instead. Like, you know what sounds, okay, listen. This is gonna sound wild as a concept, but before you boo me, I want you to think about eating it. I want you to imagine the taste in your mouth, okay, right now. Whatever you're doing, stop. Imagine this. And it's so basic. Dippin' Dots, chicken Caesar salad. Where you could customize how much dressing you want based on how much Dippin' Dot dressing you got. You know what I mean? Dippin' Dots with iceberg lettuce, or romaine lettuce, sorry. With some shredded Parmesan cheese, croutons, and that Caesar's dressing with the grilled chicken breast, all that is Dippin' Dots? You can't tell me that wouldn't be fire. Like, actually, Cap. You can't. I'm gonna do a poll right now to find out if I'm tripping or not. Hold on.
Hey, this is a 10.
Let's find out right now.
The tab's
Would
13.
this be a good... How do I word this? I won't do it as a prediction. We gotta do it as a poll. New poll. And Sally Scar, you can join on this too if you want to. Chicken Caesar salad Dippin' Dot. Question mark? Barf. You spittin'. Yeah. So chicken Caesar salad Dippin' Dot flavor. Barf or am I spitting? You can vote right now, but it's important that I find out what kind of audience I'm dealing with. Okay, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Cirilla Cat, what were you up to during the stream? Sally, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? October 23rd, Prohibition was repealed. No one needs our moonshine and bootleg wine. Demand is way down. I'm thinking of heading out west to find my fortunes there. asked Laurent if he wanted to come. He politely declined and said he's going to make something of himself here.
Remember, it's the 21st Amendment, because you can't drink till you're 21.
That can't be right. It is the 21st Amendment. That's not why it was 20. Never mind. I heard that incorrectly.
Gonna have to find a way to get up there.
They were implying that it was the 21st Amendment because of that reason, or the drinking age was 21 because of that reason. Sounds arbitrary, doesn't it? Why 21? Like a salmonella Slurpee? No, dude, because it's the future. So it's cooked. Sir, please, I am too unsober for you to be blowing my mind like this. I just want you to have your best life. We finished up Alone in the Dark and then chilled out with Power Wash Sim. Alone in the Dark, yeah. Never played it. Don't do scary games. Looks cool, though. That sounds gross. That's funny. I'm doing all right. Was looking for someone else who was raising money for St. Jude and saw you. Yeah. Shout outs to everybody else who's raising money for St. Jude. This is a St. Jude ambassador. I was able to go to the St. Jude Summit. It's my 3rd time being there, I think. And my 5th year raising money for St. Jude. And it's one of my favorite activities to do. To raise money for the kids and reward people in the meantime. It's a wonderful cause that's helped out people who are very close to me. And has a level of altruism that you can't find other places. Transparent with where the money goes, all the avenues of W that you're already familiar with anyway because it's the same thing. So yeah, thank you for rating. Both of you. I felt bad because this year kind of snuck up on me, so I didn't have the opportunity that I normally would to conjure up really good ideas for raising money. Obviously, the time's not over yet, and I still have time to find other creations. I just have... Hold on. Can I get up there? Hold on. Hold on. I'm distracted. Hold my thought. Tower. I'll go on that side. Actually, I think the pathway they want me to take is the way that I get over there. I'm just being really dumb about it. Okay, never mind. I'm just being really dumb. Ooh. Nice. What were you both playing? I may ask both of you at the same time. Sort of the cat and Sally. Before you go lurk, because usually it's the raid and dip, right? You got things to do. You want to hydrate, take care of yourself. I understand that, but like, what were you? I already know you were playing. Actually, Surreal Cat. Never mind. I already know you were playing. You told me already. Alone in the Dark and Power Wash Simulator. That's what you said. And then you gave me a disco emoji afterwards. There we go. Oh. Look at little Crouton. What a brave little guy. Did I get stabbed at the very end? That's tough. Nice. I love video games. I love Crouton. I'm kind of happy that there's no plush available of Crouton because if there was, I would be susceptible to making poor choices. Which I don't want to do. I'm going to be a better version of myself, and that starts with not allowing things like that. Like, now I don't even look at vinyl new releases. And while it may not be self-control or growth, it is safe. We played this game earlier in the month, so good. I've been enjoying my playthroughs so far. I'm currently going between this and I get it there? I'm going between this and Expedition 33. I'm still in Act 1. So I've got some great games to keep me company right now. I think I could actually have no new releases for the next 3 years, and I'd be okay with the gaming choices. And then I found out what raggedy Nintendo's doing. And more game companies are trying to follow suit with. Which is the idea of, I see physical game in open, right? I give you money for physical game. Now that game is mine. Except, joke's on me, that's not true. You see physical game out in the open. You give me money, I give you the license to play the game. And I was saying in Discord that I don't want to have to connect to the internet. That's funny. To play my game. Because especially when I lived in Ohio, I know what it's like to live in areas that are susceptible to storms and outages. You know what goes out during a storm or outage? Your Wi-Fi. You know what happens when the Wi-Fi goes out? I can't play games that require me to have a Wi-Fi connection. Which could be the entirety of your Steam library, to be honest.
It's been a minute since I've seen Laurent.
But that's why there's a lot of retro games I really still gravitate towards, because the idea of like, look, whenever I want to play these games, as long as I take care of the device that holds it and the actual software itself, then I can play these whenever I want to. These are mine to play at any time of the day, with or without internet. I've made loads out on features such as the ability to update it on the fly, to play with friends online, to add DLC or crucial updates and extravagant news related to the game with in-game free items that are event-based related to certain promotions. But if there's enough game there in the first place, then I don't care about any of that. That's my song. It's called I Don't Care About Any of That. Lyrics by me. With all due respect, game companies. That's what stopped me from playing the new Prince of Persia. I cannot play the game in any form without a Ubisoft account. Oh, the really, really good one that got nominated for Indie Game of the Year? Played a little bit of it, bro. It's really good. Some games cook you like that. Like that PlayStation game that doesn't let you play it unless you have a PlayStation account. Even when you're not playing on a PlayStation, you're playing on PC instead. And PlayStation's like, sorry. Sign up for an account. Yeah, the okay tough face. I get it. I really do. Whoop! Oh. 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 The roller coaster of emotions I just went on. Oh. Oh. I think there needs to be like a 2-year stretch where I stop playing new release games and catch up on the games that I want to play from the retro era. You know what I mean? A sabbatical from all new releases. Y'all can be all hype if you want to. When Silk Song comes out, when GTA 6 comes out, I'll just like, I'll say, oh well. Not meant to be for me. Live my best Ash said high life. When the cordyceps take over, at least you can still listen to Persona and Bio while the world falls. True, like Equilibrium. I would listen to that. I'd have my Fight Club moment. Standing inside the building, watching the world crumble. Yeah. All about that life.
We ain't open. Hey, didn't you hear what?
Why are you boo-arfing?
Hazel? What are you? You've grown.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
Do you know where I can find Huggin' Molly?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Bunny said.
Bunny? As in Bunny Flood? Your absentee grandmother? Explains why you dress like that.
Whatever. She's just trying to help me.
Right. Because Bunny's known for giving you a helping hand.
This is different.
I saw how she treated you and Lacey.
And how did you treat Mom?
Ooh.
I treated Lacey well.
Until you didn't. You just up and left us one day.
This is grown folks' business. You a child. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child. Do you know how sad she was when you left us?
It was complicated. There was a...
Don't make excuses.
Hazel?
You didn't deserve her.
That's enough. I need you to leave.
Did you even care? What was so wrong with Mama? With us?
Nothing.
Whoa, he's a werewolf.
It's me. It's always me.
Laurent?
Hazel, no! I'm not safe. Get out!
Oh my God. You're a songbird. BioShock Infinite.
Shit. Maybe I can reweave him.
That's so much cooler than turning into a werewolf. I'm so
How long
sorry.
has it been like this?
With all due respect to certain werewolves in the chat right now. By the way, this is a beautiful capture. Oh my God. Dude. Look at this. Look at this abstract look of the inside of the juke joint with the location that is currently presented. That is so ill. Yo, Philly, look at this, John. This is just a streaming background. Oh God. It's a great horned owl. Eating a, you know what? That's not for me to look at. Moonshine, the triple X jug. Have any of you ever had moonshine? Anybody in chat? Any of y'all had moonshine? You have not? You've had moonshine? Baba wabo. I'm not talking about the ones that come in the glass jar that taste like cherry or cake or whatever you can get from the liquor store. I know about those. Those don't count. Baba Wabo and Kimi, what are your thoughts on moonshine? Is it as strong as the triple X implies? That feels like a callback to Saturn eating his children. Sorry, Saturn devouring his son. Ooh, maybe it is. Family friend made almond flavored moonshine that was amazing. Onomancers, how much did it hit? Inaria Blue said, I have, it was called Wagon Wheel. Do you recall how strong it was, Blue? Was it one of those that you opened it up and you were like, woof? Any medicine is saying, nah, the moonshine I have seen was not safe for drinking, make you go blind. See, that's the kind of story I've heard in like cartoons and movies as a way to poke joke about it. But like, you're saying, no, the real talk one. Yeah, Squeaky Snake, I see what you're referring to. triple X is representing triple distilled is not a strength? I did not know that. Wait, answer the question with the moonshine. But thank you for the education. You cannot buy moonshine legally, so if you bought it, it's not moonshine. No, that's actually real. The brewer makes ethanol by mistake. It can find makes ethanol by mistakes. They're actually towing the line between like the mooniest of moonshines and actually pure ethanol. Like beep beep who got the keys to the Jeep. 90 per. You still have dreams about it? That's wild. I wonder what the closest is someone has actually rode the lightning when I drink like that. Like, almost too strong where their vision was blurred, but they recovered. And just strong enough that this is actually life-altering. I need to tell Lacey I'm sorry. I can be better. I can let her in. Sometimes I see her walking around, but I can't speak the words. All I think of is the sorrow I caused her and Hazel. Each time it gets stuck in my throat, choking me. She deserves so much better. I don't know if I can change. I've been this way too long. So long.
He really did love Mama.
You're just not figuring that out? That's tough. Tasted good but strong. My friend's dad made it. Made my eyes water a bit. A strong grappa. I miss cashew wine. I was only able to drink it on a cruise. I've been on many years back. I was only able to drink it on a cruise I've been on many years ago in Belize. So painfully good. Cashew wine. That's a new one for me. That's a beautiful stained glass lamp. Oh my god. I believe it affects nerve endings, and I think it's the same as like Jake leg. Now what's Jake leg? This place is actually legit. Stop sign, yield. No biting. Intoxicated patrons will be evicted. Wait, so once you get drunk, you gotta leave? Actually, you know what? I think I like that rule. Yeah, stay at the bar until you get drunk. Once you're drunk, you gotta go. I like that rule. Cash only. That's a great rule. Got steel chairs in case WWE hardcore match starts taking place. Pinfalls anywhere. A cat? Oh my god, a cat. Look at this little bit. What color are you? Hi, little meow meow. Are you a baby? Look at the tiny baby. Look at the little calico baby. Yeah, hi. You purring? Yeah, you baby. The highest percentage alcohol you can make outside of a vacuum is 92% alcohol. It absorbs water from the air. All right, culinary, you know what it is we got to do then, right? At the time somebody gets rowdy, well, I've been there before. It's not great. Kibby. Everyone pet the cat. Thank you. Jake leg is a condition that you mostly see in Prohibition, where consuming too much alcohol that was too close to ethanol, it affects the nerves in your legs and made walking harder. The more you know. What an educational discussion today, everyone. About moonshine, of all things. Shout outs to education. Do you all feel better about this conversation we just had? I have a Kirby.
Filling the bottle will clear up everything. Then I can reweave Laurent.
Don't drink moonshine, yada yada, G.I. Joe. I'm sure there was an episode where Cobra Commander was lit off of grain alcohol. And got a lecture from the homies about what he should and should not have drank. Shout out to G.I. Joe. I love cartoon memories that are so specific like that to the cartoon that it becomes less about the cartoon and more about the reference to the cartoon. Like, it's not about, did you ever watch G.I. Joe? It's about, did y'all ever see those G.I. Joe PSAs? That kind of thing. Or like, it's not about if you watched Ren and Stimpy. It's about when you watched Ren and Stimpy. How many of you remember the super close, the super natural, uncanny valley paintings I used to do? Like, Stimpy, you've got the biggest booger I've ever seen. And then they zoom in on Stimpy's nose, and it's ultra 8K art. Like that. I love when cartoons are like that. Everything about the show is so amazing that there's reference points for it. I'm Belizean and Brazilian, currently in Arizona. It's a lot of Z's. Cobra Commander's binge drinking arc. That's tough. I can feel my time on this earth coming to a close. Going up yonder to be with my lord. I hate to leave my beautiful boys behind, especially Teddy. Hurting so much but won't show me. He's got to be all rock, but even the hardest rock can be worn away by the streams of grief. I know he goes and cries. I know him half my life. Can't hide from me that easily. I should talk to him about it. He's going to have to be a good example for Laurent. They will need each other.
All we got is each other. What's it like knowing you have to leave it all behind?
Sheesh. Who wants a body massage? Oh, body massage machine go. Yeah. I used to watch it, G.I. Joe on USA before going to school in the morning with Mad Max. Yo, Mad Max was so cool. The dude with the red hat and the giant M on his shirt. Man, I forgot all about my dude Mad Max, bro. Yeah, I used to watch Mad Max. Us, Mighty Max. You are Spit Max. You're right, that is Mighty Max. Even better. Who wins in a 1v1? Mad Max or Mighty Max? Ren and Stimpy always helped me see past the threshold into the existential. I try not to think too hard on it, but sure enough, Powdered Toast Man. Yes! Powdered Toast Man. Dear Mr. Baptiste, first we appreciate your many years of service, which makes this decision much harder. We received your request to swap company scripts for cash to help pay for your wife's medical billing. Unfortunately, the company is unable to comply with your request at this time. Our policy is fun. Thank you. That sucks.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been. All that work for nothing.
You know a show that I used to watch growing up as a kid? And I don't know how many of you watched it, so this will come as an utter surprise to me if any of you say, I remember that show. So brace yourselves, gamers and would-be gamers. Are you all fully braced? Y'all remember a little show back in the day by the name of Eek the Cat? Any Eek the Catters in the chat? Not who. Eek the Cat. He was a purple cat. I forget who voiced him, but he was a purple kitty cat. He came on the same time as like Bobby's World. There was that afternoon cartoon explosion on, I don't know, if it was ABC or Fox, whatever, but
It's gotta take forever to build a nest.
there was
this
Bobby's
big.
World, there was Eat the Cat, and I forget what else was on there. Shut up, Twafo. Yeah, Nari Blue, there you go on Fox Kids. Bangarang. And Bobby's World was voiced by Howie Mandel. Early days Howie Mandel. Bobby's World had the biggest dome piece you've ever seen in your entire life. I promise you. I don't know what you watched, but nobody had a domer like Bobby. Bro had a Empire State Domer. I'm talking like King Domer. Had like a murderous dome. Jeffrey Domer. And he always rode around this little tricycle too. Bananas and pajamas, yes. Bananas and pajamas. Bananas and pajamas. Most Def. I'm with it. D-Blade, let it rip. I'm cooking right now, actually. Where are you going? I dashed right into it like a fool. Yo, they kind of battling right now, aren't they? Get over here. What a dodge. Sorry, I'm totally locked in right now. I just watched that happen. That's pretty cool. What? Are you back now, huh? Get over here then. Not bad. One more again. Actually cooked.
Am I ready for this?
Fun combat. Fun combat. Now Memory Lane 1991 was a great year for cartoons. I'm trying to recall 1991. I think recently we had a discussion, and by recently I mean 4 months ago, about the power of gargoyles. If you haven't gone back and watched Gargoyles recently, rewatch that. My man Goliath was on one. DTA.
A child's heart ain't big enough for all the sorrows that want to fill it. With a doctor, Laurent's mama might have lived. But daddy only got paid to accompany a script. And doctors only took cash money.
Mom always said Laurent had a tough childhood. Tough doesn't even begin to cut it.
It's true. Gargoyles was so good. True. Love me some gargoyles. You know, I'm so sad, like, don't yell at me, even though Bats is my dude and I love me some Bats. I never got a chance to watch Batman Beyond.
I don't want to think about dead mothers right now.
Brooklyn was your favorite? Shout out to Brooklyn. I like Lex. Doug Rugrats, Mississippi, Darkwing Duck, Taz TV that lasted 5 minutes. Yeah, Taz TV had one good season. You know what? I used to like get really hooked on Kibby, you bring those up. It got me thinking like how when I was younger, I used to watch Cartoon Network, and at the time what Cartoon Network was doing was they were highlighting the old Hanna-Barbera shows. So I started watching shows that were like outside the realm of what you normally would watch. So of course, Flintstones and Jetsons were on the menu. But in addition to Flintstones and Jetsons, I'm also talking about like Tomcat, the Hillbilly Bears, Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, the Tex Avery of the Future stuff, Droopy Dog. All of them joints. Captain Caveman. Still annoyed with Disney's refusal to bring Jordan Peele in that Gargoyles movie he wanted to make. Maybe they'll bring on Ryan Coogler now. Nope.
Just can't leave well enough.
Erased. You're not cooking. Yeah, dude. Ba, 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 ba. I thought I had that timed out, but I guess not. Ooh. Iframes. Game does not care about iframes at all. Chill. He's still swiping. Buddy's swinging. Come on then. Okay, that's half my HP. Pretty sweet.
It's heavy work, but
I had a lifelong dream to work for Pixar and studied and worked hard. I learned they weren't a very nice company. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry. But you don't regret the skill set that you've gathered along the way, do you?
Daddy barely got out of bed all washed most days now. Laurent had to catch their dinner or go hungry. He was all alone, trying to press down on a wound too deep to mend.
Poor Laurent. He had to grow up too fast.
Yeah, thanks, John Lasseter. Thanks, John Leguizamo. By the way, speaking of, can I tell y'all that
Looks like that sawmill boss came to a bad end.
so because your boy is anxiety, ADHD, homie, you know one thing I love doing? It's falling asleep to the same show all the time, the same movie. And so what I did is I made a deal with myself. Instead of falling asleep to the same TV series or same movie, I'm now falling asleep to trilogies, quadrilogies. I mentioned this a couple months back. Like, I like sleeping to Oceans, or sleeping to The Bourne. Like, I'll literally put up Bourne Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum, Jason Bourne on the playlist and just fall asleep. And if I wake up to, Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne, then I'm like going back to bed. Happy, not disappointed. But I love falling asleep to the exact same thing. H-word, yeah, John? Why H-word, yeah, for you? His comments in the Mario Brothers film. Who were they? You fall asleep to Blade Runner a lot. Which one? Also, did you ever play the Blade Runner game on PC? That later on got remade a couple years ago?
All that stigma. But how am I supposed to get in there?
Because I see Adrian playing a great game. Too sweet. How should I react when I see you playing a good game? The 1982 one. Got it. The PC game is actually pretty good. I heard it's actually a very good game. That's why I have the remake on my wish list. React favorably or else. Alright, Brody. I fall asleep to video game lore explanations. I can give a free 9-hour presentation on the entire Call of Duty Zombies lore and Borderlands lore. Oh, you could do without the middle ones. Thank you. Oh my god, look at this fox. I love foxes. Spiky. Whoa! Look at this little guy right here with the ears. Eric Clem would love this. You have a fox, Kigu? I should get another Kigu. How many Kigus do you have, Devontae? Who is this little gentleman? Oh, so EJP. That is Crouton. And Crouton's just a little guy who helped us get through our childhood and now is animated in a way that allows us to utilize their small form to get things accomplished. You know how like Bizarro is the anti of everything else? Like it's anathema to the personality of the other type? This is the reverse Bizarro of Boogie Woogie, I would imagine. From A Nightmare Before Christmas. Like if Boogie Woogie had a redemption arc, this is who Boogie Woogie would come back as. Or Oogie Boogie. Those three kids, though, cannot be redeemed at all. Like they can't. There's no fixing them kids. Like, it's a wrap for them. Just the one. I was gonna get a red panda, and then someone told me I should get the fox. I don't regret getting it, but I should finally get the red panda. Look who it is! Everyone, be quiet right now and show the utmost respect. Do you know who that? You know who that is right there. Do you have any idea who's in the stream right now? RN. That's Pikachu. Ida. I mean, that's royalty. That's, I don't think y'all heard me. That's Pikachu Ida in the chat. Possible award-winning community manager, Pikachu Ida. Name in the credits of a game that's going to be nominated for so many Game of the Year awards is going to be a tailspin. Always going to be on the resume. Everywhere she goes, that's where it's going to be. Oh, Katie, will you please be our CM? We'll give you $72 million. I don't know. I'll think about it. Hi, Katie. How are you? You'll be happy to know that the very first day that I got to Memphis was get what it is. Got some Gus's. Brought home a cup too. She's award-winning in my heart already. That's sweet. Talk your talk, Devontae. Hey, you know what? You were handling bigger business. I don't think anyone's gonna hold that against you.
On his mama's birthday, Laurent ran away, crying out like a wounded owl. Daddy always warned him not to show his pain. You got to hide it, Daddy said. Push it down and bury it. But in the heart of the woods, Laurent found himself consumed by it.
Sometimes I want to go into the woods and holler too.
They stole me away for our launch party. Did you have a good time at the launch party? Oh, what a day. Got John Rock to John. I got Katie. Got EJP. We up.
All that hurt with no way to let it out. He was just a boy.
I saw you playing this again and broke my neck to get here. Look, I'm not gonna speed run through this. I'm taking my sweet time with this game because I'm enjoying it. It makes me feel good to play it, and I want to enjoy the story all the way through. You know what I mean? Even the contractors were there. That's hard. That's actually really, really cool to hear. That makes me so happy. I dedicate this battle to you, Katie.
Hurry up! I ain't got all day.
Gotcha. Embarrassing. Got you. The gamer gaming in his natural habitat. What are you shooting at, bro? Nobody else is there but me. How's y'all nights been, by the way? Ellie, JD, John. How's your May been? Like on the real. I don't care about work right now. I don't care what y'all playing. I don't care what y'all streaming. How's your May been? Anything noteworthy? I think, like, for me personally, I guess, as y'all answer, like, I've been, I wouldn't say avoiding, but, like, I follow the news and keep up with the news, but I didn't dive down too deep in it. I made the mistake of diving down too deep in the news the past week, and the amount of foolishness I've seen of the current leadership is actually turning me inside out. But for some reason, just because of the way that 2023 went and the way that 2024 went, I found that unfortunately, I'm okay with the idea of just being decent. I mean, beforehand, there was the search for good, and now it's like, how do you feel? I feel decent, and decent is a win. It's like, and so I'm wondering where we'll get to a point where decent is no longer a win, but unacceptable where I should be in terms of how I feel. Too busy, you're setting up for a fundraiser in the morning, and you're woefully underprepared. Do you find that you will operate better if you try to steamroll through more preparation right now or a few hours before the fundraiser in the morning? You know what I mean? May has been weird. My partner has been away most of the month, so I've just kind of been bumbling around the house by myself and being powerful bookcases and shit. Okay, bookcases, I see you. I see you. Are they specially selected bookcases, like one that you really wanted to have as part of the decor in the area?
Each time Laurent saw that sawmill boss drive by in a fancy car, he felt like a knife was twisting in his belly, cutting deeper each time. That man wouldn't even miss the money that could have saved Laurent's mama.
Rich folks don't never change.
Ain't that the truth? Been pretty alright for me. I'm taking some much needed time off and did a keynote speaker engagement for Code Crew the other week. One of my auntie-in-law's middle school tomorrow to talk to kids on career day. That's tough. Talking to kids on career day is such a power move. That's so cool. I'm glad this. You know what makes me happiest about that is that they get to see you, a black woman, in a position of power. I guess one thing to say, if you work really hard, you can achieve this, and look at me for an example, and you're like, yeah, I guess, but like to see you in your position, it's gonna be life-changing for those kids, man. I guess it's gonna be something they won't forget. Which is why it's absolutely paramount, Katie, that you don't fuck this up with the rest of us. I will say some shit to ruin them kids' lives, you hear me? No pressure. 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 I'm really moving out here in these streets. I be moving. Finally getting a library set up in my partner's office so we can unpack the last box from moving on over a year ago. So, Ellie, can I ask you personally, did you not unload the rest because, one, moving's just tough to do, two, because you didn't have bookcases, or sometimes I know there's the feeling of, especially during the first year, you don't want to unpack everything because you have to make sure this is where you're going to be. Because I've been doing that a bit, so maybe I'm projecting on you, but I felt like there's some boxes I just don't unpack just in case because I'm trying to ride out what's going to happen next and be ready for it. In America right now for a few weeks, it's been a lot, helping my disabled sister and her husband, scrubbing the house. He's been a wreck since I left for Europe. Their puppy was pregnant with 9 puppies. I'm here to help while working on conditions and helping everyone. 9 puppies. We'll come back to America for a little bit. How long do you think you'll be here? I'm happy that your sister and the husband have you as a point of reliance. I guess the least I can do right now, honestly, community is resistance for real, and I can do the work, and I do, but if the next generation aren't taking the baton after us, yeah.
Battered, fried, and dipped in grits. I just see the Rougarou.
That's Laurent.
Well, best not run into him again. We'll find Molly another way.
No, I need to reweave him like Benji and Tom.
Says who? Laurent ain't some kind of tree or big gator.
Bunny said.
Bunny, with her newfound kindness, sending you after a Rougarou to find Molly. A little odd.
Spit it out, fish.
She wants to use Rougarou for some way to try to revive her daughter, but it will kill Rougarou in the process. Well, not Rougarou, but kill Laurent. Trifling, man.
Look, there's whispers of Bunny in these swamps and hollers. Dark magic. A corruption sprouting from her house.
She might have her reasons.
Why are you backing her?
Reason enough to send her granddaughter chasing after danger when her mother might not even...
Also, this outfit reminds me of the outfits I saw in Forspoken, which is another game that I have not played that I really want to play for myself.
Be alive?
That's enough.
Ooh.
Hazel, I'm sorry.
I've got this far, ain't I?
I know you want to see her, but... just be careful out there, all right?
All right, Catfish. Big splashes. We bought this house, so it's been waiting until I'm ready and well enough to do the build. No point in packing 12 to 15 boxes of books with nowhere to put them. His office is our loft space, like a mezzanine above the stairs. We always know we floor to ceiling shelves. Yeah, I really want like a Belle Beauty and the Beast type library. I mean, I have enough books for it, but I want bookcases where I need the big, I want that big ass ladder with a chair, the little wheels at the bottom, where I climb the shelves I can't even reach, and then glide across the floor. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I'm trying to have. I don't get it twisted. I won't be like, there goes the baker with his tray like always. The same in bread and rolls to sell. Like, I ain't doing all that. I mean, I just want to have the books. Man, sliding ladder gang, where you at? There you go, Squeaky. Yes. Everyone, if you enjoyed this game and you enjoyed playing it, gas up Pika right now.
Never seen a blade so big. Might come in handy with these roots.
12 feet of cabinets with shelves above and a spin. Project. Are you going to do a stream reveal, or is this the kind of thing that you want to keep between you and your partner as your own thing that belongs to you that you need to share? Everyone. Just your own personal preference, you know, because oftentimes as streamers, content creators, in the habit of sharing every little piece of our lives. Whether or not that's a detriment, I guess, depends on perspective. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. It'll start spinning, then cut through that, and then it'll be over.
Dang it.
Yep.
Needs power.
That's really cool.
Sorry, trees. I gotta get through.
I love that she apologized to the trees. That's cute. I'm extra. I'll have a candelabra. I would actually have a few candelabrums. But I would use fake candles. The plug-in ones. I ain't clean up all that wax everywhere. Although if I did have my Tibetan homestead somewhere in the mountains, you better guarantee I'd have a bunch of candles everywhere. Be my own stone empire cathedral, of course, but there would be candles everywhere. I'd have to hire somebody to light them though, because I ain't lighting all those candles. I know somebody's got to do it. Yeah, think about that. Whenever you see those monasteries with all the candles, somebody got to light them candles. You ever think about that? You see the high in the sky monasteries in like Tibet. You ever think to yourself, somebody got to light all them candles? Welcome back, Ellie. Lost a few workers due to that accident on the 25th. They have been complaining about the machinery needing to be repaired. Now we're behind on this month's production.
Bastards. Save a penny and lose a life. Oh, big man in charge with a nice office.
If you keep it lit, you don't have to light them. That's how it works, right? By the way, Katie, this vinyl, South of Midnight vinyl in our collection means the world. I look at it every day. Did you notice that? Yo, check this out. Because my stream background is so new, I don't have a lot of room to put a lot of stuff in it. So I have my St. Jude goal. I have my Twitch sign that I got when I did a live broadcast from PAX South. I have my Kindle right there. I have my St. Jude backpack right there. I have my gramophone right there. I swap out that vinyl over there all the time. Right now it's Loop Hero. You see, I have one thing constant right there, always in frame. That is the South of Midnight collection. I also have my analog pocket right here. Does anyone recognize the book that's currently on my Kindle down there? Y'all see that? Anyone identify that? Yeah, NRL, way to turn the phrase. No, it's not the brother, I said the name of the book. To my knowledge, there is no book called The Buster Sword. A Cloud Stripe story. A nicely framed photo of George Michael? I need a deeper catalog than George Michael. I'm sorry. I would do Cream before George Michael. With all due respect to George Michael. I'll give you a hint. It's not a book. It's a manga. No, don't shout out Scott Stapp for any reason ever. Like, you know, the next time we do karaoke, you and I are gonna duet Creed, since you got jokes. Since you want to make jokes, all right. I mean, you and I. This is the book on my Kindle. Huh? You know what it is, baby? You know what time it is? You know what I'm saying? Real grabs. Real grabs. Oh, by the way, Pika, don't say Philly 3 times because if you do, they'll come out of lurk. I haven't listened to Creed since I was a small bean. It hasn't gotten any better over the years. You know, some things like in time you get a more refined ear and palate. Like you're at home one day and you're like, I don't see all the fuss about Fleetwood Mac or Diana Ross and Supremes are overrated. And then one day you just sit and listen and you're like, you know what? They actually were spitting. They cooked. I promise you right now, if you listen to Creed again, you won't feel better. You won't feel like, man, you know what? I was wrong. Creed is it. That's my bad. By the way, from my scene. You only think of Arrested Development when someone mentions GM George Michael. That's fair. Had to read that twice. With arms wide open. Yeah. We'll do a Nickelback encore. I don't even think it should be an encore. I think Nickelback should be the opener. I think we should do a Nickelback set list. Like, go to the karaoke book and put our names down 3 times in a row. Just get up there and be like, how we doing tonight, Philly? Yeah, Philly. Welcome to the karaoke night featuring myself and Pika. We hope you in for a long, smooth ride because I'm feeling kind of dumb right now. The reason why is because I never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Died living like a blind man. You know what I mean? Hit him with the ah. We're doing it? Okay, bet. Bye, Twapo. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Our eyes get so red when it is on Joey's head. I grew up. Making time with you. Making time with you. Blue and Yellow, also by the Used. That's a powerful. Yeah. Fall Out Boy is a staple, of course. Panic at the Discord is a staple, of course. Coheed and Cambria has me a chokehold. 30 Seconds to Mars? Okay, listen, I have beef with this. I'm with you on 30 Seconds to Mars, but I prefer their debut album. Because I'm going to tell you, that experimental rock futuristic album they released is unlike their entire second album. The debut album is nothing like the second album. And I love the first album so much. I have Metal Hellsinger on Xbox, but I haven't played it.
Laurent missed his mama so much he couldn't stand it. He went to fight the factory boss to tell him off, but his daddy tried to stop him. And when his daddy saw the death of Laurent's pain, that's when he got mad. The boss was always afraid of his workers. That's why he kept a gun in
Oh
his
my
office.
God!
He didn't mean for it to go off. Probably.
Man, Laurent's been
Didn't
through it.
stop the bullet from punching through Daddy's skull, ending his life in a blink. With his daddy's blood dripping down his chin, Laurent couldn't hold his feelings in anymore. They burst through his skin like feathers. His anguish seemed to lift him up into the air. The terrified sawmill boss drove away as fast as his fine car would go. Laurent flew after it, carried aloft by currents of his own torment.
Oh my God. Laurent couldn't help it. That man orphaned him. I wonder if Mama knew Laurent's secret.
You know what? I hope Laurent caught up to him too. And hit him with the bop bop.
Laurent may be a lot of things, but He's not a monster. He told me it wasn't safe. He was trying to protect me back there.
The soundtrack is gas. Metal Hellsing.
Bricks turn to dust.
Everyone shut up.
And rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame.
Bro, do you hear the style of that piano? It's that juke joint style piano.
Oh, don't look down.
That's that juke joint style piano. The kind you gotta put a quarter inside to start up. I love that. Looking for it. So Metal Hellsinger's soundtrack is gas. I'd like to say that I'll get into it when I can, Pika, but like I got a backlog. It's something serious right now. Maybe I'll find a day where I can play like 1 hour of Metal Hellsinger, you know what I mean? But they better have Ocean Avenue. I love it here. Why? New metal? New metal's a great way to bond. The important thing about new metal is you can't be ashamed of new metal. You can't let anyone shame you for new metal. Because I promise you, the hardest people in the world that you know who pretend like they don't like new metal, they do. They're just afraid to show it around other people. It's the whole ideology of what's cool to you and what's cool to everybody else. I say, by the way, fuck that. What's cool to you is cool to you. Like, do you. Know what I mean?
Laurent! I didn't mean to upset you. I had no idea. Stop! It's me! It's Hazel! You don't have to let this consume you. I can help you.
Guess we boxing.
We don't gotta fight, Laurent.
He hurt me, all to make me a man. He laid the first to stop me.
Can you hear me, Laurent?
Swear my shoulder, boys, don't cry. Brick by tear-stained brick, I see my pain inside, inside.
Right. Oh, I actually hit.
Don't do this, Laurent. Let me help.
We're fighting Garuda.
Where are you?
That's actually scary as hell. Oh my god. It's not Garuda, it's Garuda Ifrit. It's Rasta Pasta. I've got to fight Rasta Pasta? Garuda Ifrit? I might die. I lived. Ooh. Chill. This. Hey, man. 3 times? Brother. I'm I'm gonna need that drink real quick.
No, you're in there.
I wasted my ultimate move because I pressed the wrong button.
Laurent, I'm sorry.
That was good damage. Stop tracking me. This bird is so trifling. No shot. I gotta delay that. Both of those attacks, or I'm gonna die. I might lose. I'm gonna 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 lose.
Just look for the eyes.
Do you hear you hear the music pick up on every attack? Do you hear the music picking up with each dodge or each attack?
I break my bones, I rend my skin, bricks turn to dust, and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame. I break my bones.
The music as the fight crescendos. This is so tough, bro. This is so tough. Wah. Let's go! I'm really hurt. We saved him.
Are you okay?
What happened? Where are we?
We
you're
saved
not
the
mad.
youth pastor choir
I tried
captain.
to reweave you, but I think something went wrong.
No. This is me.
Oh, he's very wavy.
This has been me longer than I care to remember.
Super wavy. Freshest lineup. I bet it smelled good when he walked by.
About what happened to you? With
Look
your
at that,
mom
look at
and
that
dad.
lineup in the back. Oh my God.
When my mama died, it broke me. But when that man came and took my daddy from me, I don't even remember it fully. Came to, covered in blood, haunted
Nice shiny
for what
leather.
I had done.
I can't imagine going through all this alone.
Maybe this pain just festers in me. I try to keep it pushed down. I don't want to hurt nobody, especially you and Lace.
I mean, I remember her laughing a lot when you were around. She was happy then.
Hey, Katie, you know what it
I
is.
could tell.
She saw me too clear. I felt laid bare. Scared me.
Scared you?
I spent ages hiding this shame and hurt inside. But then Lacey saw me. Flaws and all. She still cared. Felt like juggling broken glass. I was just so scared I was gonna mess things up. I just pushed her away.
I think that hurt her more.
I know. Earlier, you came to ask me about Molly. What was that all about?
But when the hurricane hit, the river took the house. With Mama in it.
She all right?
I found her house, but I couldn't find her. And then I saw a ton of red yarn laying around. I was told that was Molly's doing.
She has, Lacey. She must be hurt.
Can you take me to Molly's lair?
For Lacey? I'll take you as far as I can go. But I never managed to reach her lair.
Look at the eyebrows, too. Oh my God, Laurent is sauced up. Laurent is ready for any function. Oh my God. Tell you that boy is smooth as hell. I know Laurent done already called someplace and said, yeah, party is 7.
Hazel asked
all right,
Laurent
we'll be there in
about
30.
Molly's whereabouts. But mentioning Lacey stirred him up, turned him into a giant owl. Hazel was shocked to see someone she knew transform him into a creature. Using her magic, she reweaved Laurent's old wounds, bringing him back to his true self. Guilt and shame would take its
He
own
did get him.
time to fade away.
I'm happy. That's a happy ending to me, honestly.
Once
Good for
Laurent
you,
got himself
Laurent.
together,
Good for you,
he and
Rougarou.
Hazel headed for old Molly's lair. But Hazel felt uneasy.
I was so sad. I thought Homeboy got away.
Seemed unsure he could take her all the way.
My man cops that vehicle, snatched him up and hit him with the yak yak. I love that. Their eyes were watching, not West Virginia.
See you around?
I guess not.
Molly's up there in the witch's nose with. These hills won't stop me. Just hold on, Mama.
Thank you. Good night.